What would you do if a doll that was gifted to you began to exhibit signs of life? Well, that's exactly what happened with Dingbat Cass. What many people believe to be a paranormal event occurred during the unboxing video of this doll, an Ashton Drake doll to be exact. Let's take a look at the clip.
Oh my God, I swear to God, this thing just looked at me, oh my.
As Cass opens the box, this thing's eyes dart right towards her. Without a zoom in, it's difficult to see, but when we do zoom in, we can clearly see the eyes moving in relatively decent detail, a capability of which an Ashton Drake doll is not manufactured to have. Ashton Drake dolls are meant to look hyper-realistic, and the skin is meant to feel hyper-realistic. This clip here shows Cass shaking the doll up and down to showcase that this doll does not move its eyes. It is not an electronic doll, there is no moving parts. Yet, we all know what we saw. That doll's eyes clearly moved. And to put icing on the creepy, allegedly paranormal cake, wait till you find out what this doll's official manufacturer-given name is.
You guys, I just noticed something crazy as You're all gonna think this is so insane, but I just took out the certificate of authenticity for her, and you're not gonna freaking believe the name.
Freaking Annabelle's Hugs. Interesting or coincidence? Either way, spooky video nonetheless. So I'm gonna leave it up to you, the viewer, to decide whether you think that this is paranormal or not. I do know what I think, and I think that that doll clearly and legitimately moved its eyes towards Cass with what seemed like conscious intent, all without having any moving parts. Whether that makes it paranormal or not remains to be seen. Is this a hoax or a simple trick of the light, or do you think this might be the real deal? With that said, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I will see you guys in the next video. Follow for more spooky content like this, and check out the link tree in my bio to see my other socials. You have a good one. Stay safe out there, everybody. Bye-bye. What in the world is going on with this urban legend known as the Serbian Dancing Lady, also known as the Dancing Shadow? The legend is that of a deceased woman whose spirit is said to roam the countryside, singing and dancing mournfully, with the simultaneous belief that if someone sees her dancing shadow, that person will soon die or suffer great misfortune. Now, there clearly is a tangible presence in Serbia performing these dances. It's clearly someone or something is being filmed in multiple different locations. Now, people absolutely fear this woman. The urban legend is very strong. People have been known to attempt to interact with the Serbian dancing lady to great detriment. It's been reported on and filmed that if you interrupt her dancing, she will attack you. She's been known to brandish a knife and or other weapons in an attempt to seek out and hurt the person interrupting them. Here's some footage of that.
Jeste dobro? Jebote, šta radi ovo?
What is going on? What's going on here? This is a talking cat, and because of how well it speaks, many people on the internet seem to think that this is a skinwalker. Let's check it out. So is this a skinwalker? A lot of the comments on that video seem to be under the impression or the opinion that that is in fact a skinwalker. I can understand why they might be thinking this. The cat is absolutely exhibiting some very human-like qualities when it comes to its voice. Now, I'm not going to discuss whether I think skinwalkers are real or not. I do, however, happen to find them a very interesting and, quite frankly, horrific topic of conversation. It's very, very horrific to think about being lured into the woods by someone you think you know, and it ends up being some monstrous entity or witch that has very bad intentions for you. If you don't know what a skinwalker is, a skinwalker is an evil entity or a witch that comes from the Navajo culture. It has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise itself as another animal, and in some instances in the legend, they can also do the same thing, disguise or possess or turn into another human, which is supposedly how they lure in human victims, by mimicking the sounds of an animal or a close friend or relative, or even the sound of an animal they may have as a pet. But I would like to know what you guys think about this video. Do you think that this cat is a genuine skinwalker, or do you think it might just be a common household cat with the case of the human jitters? I don't know. If you do think it's a skinwalker, I don't blame you one bit, because that thing, it has kind of a very eerily accurate sentence structure for being a cat. So I don't know. But I'll leave it up to you. Let me know what you think. Skinwalker? No skinwalker? An alleged ghost or spirit attempts to take this motorcycle for a joyride. The suspect of said ghost is thought to be the motorcycle's owner, who tragically passed away 3 days prior. Here's the footage. Roll the clip. Now, I don't know where this video came from exactly, but what I do know is that I think we can all agree on the matter that this is a fairly freaky occurrence to be having happen in your own household. I mean, some sketchy sauce, if I do say so myself. Don't think I'd be putting my spoon in that anytime soon. This here is a haunted doll. A doll that has many stories of misfortune surrounding its legend. His name is Robert the Doll, and Robert has been known to have supernatural abilities that allow him to move, change his facial expression. Even more than that, Robert the Doll himself allegedly has one express rule, and that rule is to ask his permission before any recordings. Otherwise, you may be entitled to some misfortune from life itself. Misfortunes that have been reported in the local folklore include divorce, broken bones, losing a job, car accidents, etc. Many more other than that. If you believe that Robert the Doll has cursed you with misfortune, you are able to send him a letter to his place of residence, which is Key West, Florida, South Roosevelt Boulevard. You're able to send him an apology letter, which is what you're looking at right there. The transgression that person committed against Robert was he called them ugly, which was apparently enough to warrant misfortune. As for the camera person, this is my mother who is taking this footage, and yes, she did indeed ask Robert's permission before recording, which means that my mother will be spared of misfortune. So I have been informed by people who heavily believe in this sort of thing, and who, quite frankly, are much more in the know than I would be. I have been told that I myself am taking a very large risk by showing you Robert's footage, or let alone speaking about him. This is because technically I am not the one who asked Robert's permission to show his footage or talk about him. So I apparently am at risk of misfortune. I mean, it has to stop somewhere, right? It's probably going to stop with me because I'm the one who's showing this footage. I doubt that any of you watching are going to be cursed by proxy. I think. I'm totally kidding. Just kidding. I think. Melissa Kurtz from Florida, United States, was driving with her 13-year-old daughter, Harper Kurtz. When she began taking selfies, the back seat was supposed to be empty. However, later she spotted a ghostly face of a young boy lurking in the back seat, appearing to reach towards Harper. despite no one else being in the car with them. The mother investigated and found that where the picture was taken, there was an automobile accident a few days prior in which a young boy died. The source of this picture, to me, is currently unknown. So if you happen to know where this picture actually came from, please do put it down below in the comments to inform us all. On the other part of the conversation, I'm going to leave this result up to you, the viewer, to make the decision for yourself on whether you think this is real or not. So, is it just another hoax, or do you think this picture could possibly be the real deal? Either way, thank you guys so much, as per usual, for sticking it out to the end of my video here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, stay safe, be happy, if you can, if it's possible, you try to be happy, and yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. So have a good one, and I'll see you next time, alright? Take care.